Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 25th. This week, you start off with the Six of Hearts, which is a very good card. It's crazy. I want to say that Cancer's had this card every week for like the past several weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Like I say about this card, it's all about putting energy into things and getting it back. Usually in the past with this card, it's like you put energy into things, you don't get it back. So this is finally like a nice return on energy, a nice return on your investments and things like that as well. It's a great card for negotiations, even. So, like, if you're up for a raise, or you're thinking about a raise, or, you're trying to get something done, maybe you're trying to sell something, or whatever, we're constantly negotiating in everything we do in life. We're constantly selling as well in life. So, this kind of adds like a nice level of, negotiation skills to your energy this week, so you could be very good at negotiating, and it would be a good way, it would be a good week to get things that you want, but through negotiation. So a lot of you could find yourself negotiating this week as well. But yeah, this is a really good card of like that return on karma, return on energy. Next you have the Tower. The Tower is, considered a difficult card. It's something breaking away from who you are, breaking away from your being. But really I'm getting that, one of your beliefs may be shaken this week, and that you just got to be honest. It's almost like you believed something, and it's been totally, maybe for some of you, totally shattered. This could be a total shakeup, and I don't want to scare you because I don't think it'll be a bad thing. You have the Five of Hearts coming up next, which can definitely represent growing through experience. So there's a lot of growth on the other side of this as well. But it's like you could have believed something your whole entire life, and then some piece of evidence comes forward, and it just like totally shakes up the foundation, and everything, and breaks a piece off at the top, and you really see things for what they are, or who they are. I almost said who they are. So this could be a person. You could be seeing the truth about a person that you never thought before. Or, maybe, there've been a lot of stuff going on with friends for Cancer. I know that. So it's like maybe you've thought something about a friend or something. Maybe you haven't been talking to them for a certain reason, but maybe now you see that they were right. And this is that like kind of like belief being shaken in a lot of ways. But like I said, you have the Five of Hearts next. Ton of growth happening because of it. Five of Hearts is also about taking risks and being adventurous. And it can also be about separations as well. So again, it could be about the separation of a belief, or separation of a person even, or having done so in the past, but now seeing like something else. Fives are experience. They can have a lot to do with our experience and just experiencing things in general. So like I said, you could be totally changing your beliefs, totally changing your experience this week. I actually think, like I said, everybody's always afraid of the Tower, but I actually think it could be rather exciting, like, that you're like totally changing these things in so many ways. Next, you have the Queen of Spades, which is you really examining a situation. It's funny, you have the Queen of Clubs at the end as well. I think these two cards together are kind of like saying that you're really taking a look at something, and you're really examining it now because maybe your beliefs have been shaken in a lot of ways. But the Queen of Spades is also about justice. So it kind of does say that maybe you'll be receiving a little bit of justice this week on top of all of that. So maybe you have been wronged in the past or whatever, but maybe you'll be also kind of getting what you deserve as well, like a little bit of justice. And I would say in a positive way, not like negative justice, like positive justice for you. And again, next you have that Queen of Clubs, examining all these things, looking into them. Queen of Clubs represents learning. So you could be learning something very new. Like I said, maybe you're totally changing your beliefs on something, and now you're learning about whatever they've changed to more, and you're really trying to figure it out. I would say that actually you're probably looking at both sides now. Maybe you've been very polar on some sort of belief system or something, and now maybe you're like, wait a minute, and maybe you're kind of sitting more in the middle. Maybe you're looking at both sides and really figuring out what you want to believe. I would say that eclipse we had at the end of March there, on March 23rd, we had that Libra, eclipse where the sun was opposite the moon, and if I remember correctly, the sun and the moon were both trining Mars, and you want to talk about polarity. I mean, that's all about polarity and being and looking at both sides, male, female, Democrat, Republican. It's like everything. It's like you're looking at everything during those times, and you're really trying to figure things out. So that energy could still be sticking with you, especially because the Queen of Spades represents Libra as well. So a lot of you could be like going back and forth between these things. I actually think, like I said, it feels more exciting to me than anything. It's like you're actually learning something, and you're rather excited to be doing it. So I would say that this is a positive thing. Kind of a weird message this week as well, but looks nice. So thank you for watching, and enjoy the week.